My voice sounds a little shaky. It's because I just survived the absolute fever dream that was the February 2026 State of Play. Usually these events are, this could have been an email situation. You know the drill, 2 indie games, a VR fishing simulator, and a polite thank you from management. But today Sony woke up and chose violence. We are talking the return of Kratos, the angry one, not the sad dad one. Metal Gear Solid 4 finally escaping the PS3 prison. A Kenna sequel that looks absolutely illegal, and did James Bond just roast a hotel maid? We have a massive amount to get through. I've watched the tape, I've analyzed the pixels, and I'm ready to tell you exactly how you're going to be broke for the rest of the year. Grab a snack, maybe a second mortgage, and let's dive in. Okay, we have to start at the end because what just happened? A guy walks out and is calling himself the OGTC, the original God of War. And he just casually drops the news we've been begging for since 2018. The Greek Trilogy remake is real, folks. It is officially in development, or early development. So it's gonna be a while before you see more of this thing. They didn't show gameplay yet because, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. But just knowing we are going back to the hack and slash QTE heavy press circle to destroy everything era is enough to make a grown man cry. But they didn't stop there. They dropped a trailer for what looks like a prequel project. The voiceover literally says, before I was a father, before I was a god, I was a Spartan. This looks like it's digging into Kratos' human days leading his Spartan army. The visuals were insane. Spartans in the rain chanting, never on our backs. It feels gritty, grounded, like the movie 300 meets God of War. If this is a standalone game about human Kratos earning his reputation, take my money, take it all. Now let's rewind to the opener. Remember Kenna Bridge of Spirits? That cute Pixar-looking game that was actually harder than Dark Souls on the highest difficulty? Well, she's back. It's called Kenna Scars of Cosmora, and Ember Lab is not playing around. Kenna looks older, more experienced, and the world looks significantly darker. The trailer mentioned dangerous corruption and secrets of a forgotten practice, which sounds ominous. The combat looks deeper, more dynamic, and yes, the rot are back. But can we talk about the art direction because it's freaking stunning. It's releasing on PS5 and PC, and honestly, if the first game was the warm-up, this looks like the main event. Speaking of main events, Remedy, you mad geniuses, we finally got a look at Control Resonant, the sequel to Control. And big twist, we aren't playing as Jesse, we are playing as her brother, Dylan Faden. The setting is a twisted version of Manhattan, and the gameplay is Control on steroids. Dylan has this new shift ability where he moves through gravity. The service weapon has new forms, and the enemies, called the Resonant, look terrifying. Remedy said it's their most ambitious game to date, coming later in 2026. If you like throwing forklifts with your mind in the first one, get ready to throw, I don't know, entire skyscrapers? All right, hold on to your bandanas. Konami showed up, and they really showed up. And for once, it wasn't to sell us a pachinko machine. They brought the heat from Tokyo Bay. First up, they had Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. It is finally free. The trailer showed Old Snake, the Liquid Ocelot insurrection, the whole deal. It's coming to PS5 as part of what looks like a new collection or remaster. We've been stuck playing this on PS3s that sound like jet engines for 15 years. This is a public service at this point. But wait, there's more. We heard Trevor Belmont house Belmont. We saw clips that look like a high-end action game featuring Trevor and Simon. The trailer was cryptic, showing words like character action and motion, but hearing that whip crack in 4K audio, yes please. And just to mess with us, a tiny teaser, I woke up in the water again, you can't fix it. Silent Hill vibes are off the charts. Konami is actually trying, guys. Nature is healing. Now let's talk about the spy in the room. IO Interactive finally showed us Project 007. The tone here is perfect. Bond is described as immature and reckless. It's an origin story. The dialogue is snappy. Bond literally says, "I'm not an idiot. Agents have a very short life expectancy." It looks stealthy, stylish, and very British, but I'm ready to order a martini. On the weirder side of things, we saw 4Loop from Bad Robot Games. It's a 4-player co-op sandbox where the map changes every time. They called it a probability map. It looks chaotic. You're teleporting, fighting aliens, hacking terminals. It's giving me Risk of Rain meets Left 4 Dead vibes, but with more J.J. Abrams mystery box energy. They need playtesters, so if you want to break a game, go sign up. And House Marquee, the Returnal devs, are back with Saros, releasing April 30th, 2026. It looks like Returnal's cousin who goes to the gym. third-person shooting, crazy particle effects, and a mechanic where death only means you come back stronger. There's an eclipse mechanic that corrupts the world. If you like bullet hells that make your eyes bleed in a good way, keep this one on your radar. Okay, speed round. Stick with me here because they threw a lot at us. First, Marvel update. The X-Men are joining Tokon. They showed Wolverine tanking hits and Storm setting traps. They called it Unbreakable X-Men. Looks flashy. Then Legacy of Kain Defiance, remastered. Crystal Dynamics is bringing it back. Pre-orders are open today. The Soul Reaver saga concludes in HD. We also got Rayman 30th Anniversary, a digital museum with 5 versions of the game and a documentary. Nostalgia overload. Acquire, the original Tenchu devs, showed a stealth ninja game. It looks fast, bloody, and exactly what we needed since Sekiro isn't getting a sequel. Marathon, Bungie's extraction shooter, is having a server slam starting February 26th. It's real, it's coming, and it has PlayStation cameos as weapon charms. And finally, mentioned briefly by Capcom, Resident Evil Requiem and Pragmata. Both coming to PS5 Pro soon. Pragmata lives. I repeat, Pragmata is not a hallucination. So yeah, that was a lot. Sony really said, oh, you thought we were quiet, and dropped the hammer. For me, the highlights are definitely the God of War Greek trilogy, because I need to relive my angry youth and Control Resonant, but I want to know what you guys think. Are you hyped for a tactical James Bond? Are you ready to cry in Kenna again? Or are you just happy old Snake is finally HD? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to go rewatch that God of War trailer about 50 more times. If you enjoyed the recap, slap that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.